Hi guys, Sam here from Sam's Review. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. Yesterday evening I went up into my loft, and what a loft is for people who don't live in the UK, it's essentially your attic. It's the big space above your house where you store all your stuff like your Christmas decorations and stuff. So anyway, I went up into my loft or attic, and I was just having a look around, seeing some of my old stuff and things like that, and I stumbled across something which I've still got in the box, and I got it on Christmas in 1993. I was 9 years old. I was absolutely obsessed with the film when it came out. The film, of course, was Jurassic Park. It was everywhere in 1993. You couldn't escape it. And I managed to get some of the figures. So I went up into my attic last night and stumbled across something. Still in the box. It has been opened and played with, but I thought I'd do a little restoration on it. So I got it out last night for the first time in 24 years. And what it is the Jurassic Park Kenner compound. Now, this thing was absolutely covered in dust when I got it out of my attic. I had to clean it up. There's 24 years of dust on this thing. So it took a lot of cleaning to get it going. I mean, half of it's yellowed a bit. When I was younger, my mum was a smoker, so that probably didn't help. And also, I used to play with this outside all the time. And as you know, sunlight is awful for toy plastic. It will just bleach it straight away. So this is the actual compound itself. I am unfortunately missing a few bits. I did have them up until we moved house in, I think it was 2011 we moved, but I can't find them. But I swear I've seen this bit somewhere. But this was a breakaway wall, and then inside, obviously I'm still restoring it. I'll do a full review when I've done it. But you got this little hatchery, and I always used to keep the little eggs in here, which go on the hatchery, and they're like this, these little blue eggs, and they got a little peg hole in the bottom, so you get your hatchery bit like this, and these have got little pegs on here and a nice biohazard symbol there. So you would peg these on, and there's 4 of them. There's 2 closed ones, and then there's another 2 little open ones where it looks like a dinosaur's hatching out of it. I don't know how well that's coming out on camera. But you had 4 of these. Now I've only got 2 that I can find. Once again, I know I had them before we moved, but I don't know where they are now. So I might have to do an eBay for those. I'm pretty sure I've still got the breakaway wall somewhere. But the main feature of this playset, there was so many things on it. It had the breakaway door here, so you could smash a T-Rex through there. Had so much dino damage they could bite this bit off. Put that up there for now. They had the breakaway wall, so you could smash a dinosaur through it. This bit comes off like that. It also came with like firing missile things, which still work. So I had a lot. This, along with Star Wars and Batman toys when I was a kid. I was all about the Jurassic Park toys. It also came with this little light satellite dish thing. I don't know what that is. And a little static plastic gun. Doesn't move. It's not articulated. It's just like that. So you just put it around the playset. It also came with this line launcher. It's a net launcher, and it comes with this piece of net, and you drench this over the top there. It's got a little orange button there which you press and it throws the net. Now, something that mine came with, which is a bit odd because I've watched other just reviews on these. Now this net comes from the helicopter. There was a Jurassic Park helicopter from Kenner in 1993. I didn't have it. I didn't know anyone who had it, but I got the net. So the net came with this for some reason. I don't know why, but I was looking up on eBay thinking, what is this? I know this is from Jurassic Park, but what's it for? So I looked and I found out it's from the helicopter, which I never had, and never had a friend who had it. So I just used that net. Also on the line launcher. It doesn't work as well, but it still works. I had loads of the figures in the box, but like screamy velociraptors. This was a screamy Dilophosaurus. I can't get it to work though, so I'm trying to restore this guy's batteries and stuff. This guy was awesome. So yeah, he was. I had all the dinosaurs from Series 1. I'm not sure if Series 2 figures came out in the UK. Like they got Series 2, you got Ian Malcolm, which I never saw in the toy shops. I never had any friends who had them. There was more dinosaurs and these things called dino trackers, which were just people. But anyway, carrying on with the playset bits, it also comes with 6 pieces of fence, which you could always attach to the building, and they come with these little stickers that say danger 10,000 volts. So they're all still good. It also came with the Jurassic Park gates with these flames that are often missing because this comes apart quite easy. And then on the back of the gate it had this black wood effect beam that you could brace the doors with. I'll put this in here. So you had these hooks there, and you'd slide this in there, and then give you an example. You could have your T-Rex break through, and it breaks the beams because they just peg into place, which I think was a really awesome feature of this toy. Back in the day, I was always doing that. And I mean, this all connects. This connects, like it's different connectors, which connects up to the fencing, which connects up to the compound itself. So it all connects, and you can have it however you want it. I also managed to find in the box, I've still got the original instructions, which is crazy looking at all of this. I still have this from 1993 when I was 9. I mean, that's crazy. So, all of this. Now, all the decal stickers on mine are really good. Apart from the command computer console itself. Now this, I've been working on this today, trying to restore this, because this can be one of the hardest bits, or it is the hardest bit apart from the eggs, to actually still get. If you get it, it might not work. There's a lot of components in this thing that end up breaking over time. Now with mine, I remember when I was a kid, it said in the instructions that once it's all assembled, you can't take it apart again, and the AA batteries, your 4 AA batteries, all go in the bottom here. And I clicked in, I didn't know you could actually take this bit out again. Being an idiot, being 9 years old. So I ran the batteries out, and they never worked. Also, my light bulb, there's a tiny light bulb in here. This has been the bane of my existence today. This is a 6 volt 0.25 amp E5 light bulb, Edison type. Screw it in. They don't even make these anymore. I was looking online for one because I thought maybe mine was broken, because as a kid, when I put this thing together, and my stepdad helped me, the light didn't work. It never worked. So I was fiddling around with that today, and I thought, oh, maybe the connection inside's broken, and You know, I don't know anything about electronics, but I thought I'd give a fiddle around with it. But I opened up the battery compartment last night, and it still had my batteries in there from 1993. And they had leaked, and there was blue battery acid everywhere inside, and I was like, oh no, I know that's pretty much death to electronic toys and collectibles. So what I got was loads of these cleaning wipes, non-bleach, and got in there with these. As you can see, I don't know how well that's going out there, that's got some blue stuff on it, that's battery acid. So yeah, got in there, cleaned it out. One of the connectors is pretty worn away, it's literally covered in battery acid, and it's crystallized on there, so I was scraping it away with a screwdriver trying to get it all sorted out, but I managed to get the sounds to work, but the light wouldn't work. So all the sounds worked, I couldn't get the light to work. Took the light bulb out today, went around town, went to loads of hardware shops. All the kids in there weren't even born in 1993, so they had no idea what I was talking about when I talked about this little light bulb. So I took it in, showed them. They're like, "Oh no, mate, no, we don't turn off like that, mate. Try and look online." Which, to be fair, you know, if someone came up to me with technology before I was born, I wouldn't have a clue either. But so I got this light home, and I thought, oh, what can I do? And I was fiddling with it in my fingers, and I noticed that on one side of it, the metal, it must have come this way when I originally had it. So anyone else who's having problems with their Jurassic Park Kenner light might want to try this. You run your fingers, like roll it in your hand on the screw part that screws in. Mine had a bump. It had a bump probably about, I don't know, about that thick on one side sticking out, so it wouldn't screw all the way down to meet the connector. So what I did, just on a complete off chance, I got a file and I just scraped it, and I scraped it for about a minute, wore it right down so it's gone right back down to normal width all the way around, screwed it in, and it works. So I'm amazed it works. It's 24 years and it works. So I'll show you now what it does. So you have all the buttons here. I mean, this is the only place I've lost decals, is here. These fall off. One said security, one said dino tally, and one said hatchery, and the other one says log on here. So if you press log on,
Jurassic Park compound secure.
Good to know. And if you press this,
Help!
It's got loads of different noises.
Jim, report to compound now.
Here he is.
Dinosaur check. Dilophosaurus, Triceratops, Stegosaurus, Coelophysis.
Got
Count incomplete. Check security now.
Now this thing, once you press log on, it will not shut up. It goes on by itself. If I take out the instructions here, I'll be able to tell you. Where is it?
Tropical storm moving in.
Tropical storm? Right, it says here.
Check security in all sector.
Okay, give me a second. It says press log on button to activate electronic talking computer. If no other button is pressed, after 15 seconds you will hear a random message. 30 seconds later you will hear an additional random message. 45 seconds later you will hear, operator, please log in. 7 minutes later the computer shuts off, so it turns itself off, and it literally so if you press if you press log on, it just says Jurassic Park compound secure. If you press the hatchery button, which is this one here, it will say 1 of 11 random phrases. If you press the dino tally button, which is this one just under login, that's log on. That's Dino Tally. If you press that one, it says, where are we? Dino Tally. Press button to hear one of 3 random combinations of phrases. And then the last one is...
Operator, please log in.
So that's now getting to the point where it's going to turn itself off. If you press security, which is this button here, press button to hear one of 27 random phrases. And then it also has a probe, which if you press, which is attached by a cord. If it's not attached by a cord, it won't work. This goes into a little peg, which is like a gun stand basically inside the compound itself. I've plugged it in, so I can't actually now get it out. I'll spin this round, maybe I can show you. It'll be a bit dark maybe inside, but there you go. So this here, the little probe goes on the top of that. But yeah, if you press the probe, it says press probe to hear one of 7 random phrases. So this is the probe that goes on the top of that little gun stand, and this little bit here, if you push this in,
Check all dinosaurs for DNA damage. Send load file to hatchery. Dinosaurs load count incomplete. Prepare load file for reports now. Check all dinosaurs for DNA damage.
So yeah, so this is my work in progress at the moment. I've got all my Jurassic Park stuff down for the first time in 24 years. And I'm just cleaning it all up. Cleaning it all up like this guy. I unscrewed all these bits today and stuck a new battery in him, so he works again now. I've also got the classic Jurassic Park Jungle Explorer car. Now this is 100% complete. It's got a little flick up thing here with that thing won't shut up now. So this has got a firing missile thing on the back of this as well, and it's all in pretty good nick still. And this has dino damage, but I'll probably end up doing reviews on these, so I won't go into these too much. And then I also got this old Jeep. Now there used to be a gun on this, but I remember when I was a kid, I was never one for really play features much. Like if it didn't look like that, it looks how it looks in the film, kind of, if it had a soft canopy and some doors. But I was always like, well, it doesn't have the gun on there in the film, so I don't want the gun in there and the thing, so I took it off, and now I can't find it. So yeah, I've got that, and there's a little arm thing that comes off it, which you can lasso dinosaurs, which I've got. Funnily enough, I've still got the missile for the gun thing that was on the top, but God knows where the gun is. Anyway, but that's a little look at what I'm doing at the moment. I'm restoring that, and once I've got it all together, I'll do a review on it. But anyway, I'll wrap this up because it's coming up to 18 minutes. But thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.